The team behind Spider-Man, Miles Morales, showed off some of the costumes that will be available for the eponymous character in the upcoming PlayStation 5 exclusive. The Spidey suit that caught the most attention, though, was definitely the one based on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which takes its look and many of its animations from the hit 2018 film. Is this the coolest costume a video game has ever given away for free?
All the costumes are free. You just have to unlock them in the game.
Is it for free? Because I have to buy the game.
I was gonna say, is this costume the reason you're gonna go ahead and spend $70-ish on this game?
Is the costumes in the Spider-Man games the reason why Spider-Man PS4 was such a huge hit?
Ooh, that's a good question. My inclination is no.
How dare you?
I know. I'm just coming in hot immediately. Like, no, it's not. I'm gonna force choke anyone who disagrees. No. I think what made the Spider-Man PS4 titles so successful was very much the fact that they really nailed the feel of being Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I know,
totally.
Jimmy, that you like 100% completed this game.
Yes.
Jimmy is actually Spider-Man.
It's me, Asian superheroes. Yeah, no, that was a huge part of it, right? You could web sling I remember old Spider-Man games when swinging through the cities felt like the original Spider-Man or Sam Raimi movie, where it's like, this is not realistic.
Yeah.
But this Spider-Man really brought it there. It had that Breath of the Wild feel where you could go up to any building, do anything, and the costumes, right? From so many throwbacks to other costumes, special things to unlock. It just felt like a person that really loved Spider-Man made this for the world.
Yeah.
I think they did.
Yeah, I think that's very true. In fact, I know some people that worked on the game, and they definitely love Spider-Man.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think that there is a bigger conversation here, which is this whole idea of, okay, so yes, all of the costumes are included in the Spider-Man titles, and they are definitely part of the appeal of the game, and yet there are so many games out there that have the free-to-play model, where a good chunk of the game's revenue comes from the ability to purchase other costumes for your characters. So it does add an interesting layer to the conversation of, are costumes part of the reason why you would spend money on a game that costs money to play?
Digital avatars are such an important part of gaming, and that's never really stopped. And being able to customize your own character and make them the way that you want them to look, even when it's an iconic character like Spider-Man, it's also just the dopamine hit that you get when you collect something and getting the entire roster of them all lined up. But they've done such a great job with these costumes. They did in the original, they're doing it again in this one, that it just adds a layer to a game that already has really solid gameplay to it. And like you said, the traversal of a city and the feel of Spider-Man. Spider-Man does have a lot of suits, and it should be in there, and I think they capitalized on something that I don't think people were quite expecting the first game to do, and this one is carrying it on, and it's already generating conversation before the game has even come out.
Well, there was a massive controversy from the very, very serious fans about the Sam Raimi suit, and when was that going to be in the game? And that was by itself, as a player that loved the game and 100%, I was like, I don't care about the Sam Raimi suit. It's cool that they added it in. But if there were enough people to make such a loud outburst about it and outcry about it, then they really do care about the aesthetics of how you look as the eponymous heroes.
Yeah, and I think that there is certainly a factor, as you say, Jimmy, of being able to get all of the things that you personally would want in a Spider-Man game, the variations on the costumes being a big part of it that would entice you to spend money on a game that does cost money to play in the first place, but it does make you feel like, oh, I'm getting some extra bang for my buck, and I'm also getting rewarded for making progress in the game, because that is how you unlock costumes.